So we have a heat of the Thames Cup between Fulham Reach Boat Club on the Berkshire Station and Molesey Boat Club on the Buckinghamshire Station, as we see the crews getting very clean looking starts away there, Mark.
Yeah, both clean off the blocks, and you know, the kind of favoured Molesey crew we have on the Buck Station here, and Fulham Reach, which is a new club on the Tideway, down the river by Hammersmith Bridge. So it'd be interesting to see how the newbies be the well-established Molesey Boat Club.
Yeah, two pretty good crews here. I think we've got, as we see, the Molesey crew look like they've come out of the top of the island. They will have, they'll be feeling a few more conditions, but the conditions look pretty nice on the water to me. Looking out there, and we can see in the stroke seat there, it's Rufus Biggs getting them into a good, strong rhythm.
Yeah, the conditions are much more favourable today. Yesterday was extremely challenging for a lot of the crews with the wind. So I'm sure a lot of the crews will be glad they're racing this morning when it's a bit calmer, and they really get into their rhythm, and it's not so heavy on the legs.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the Molesey crew really are trying to break contact here, that they're settling into that rhythm, and it's a real strong rhythm. I wonder if they've just kept their pace right up high to try and get out of sight in this very early stage. It's a big move quite early, it looks like to me. Yeah,
that they've put a lot of effort in the opening stages, and you know, this is a committed crew. You know, they've got a lot of experience, a lot of junior internationals in there. Luke Moon's a previous winner at Henley, so you know, he understands what it takes, and in these early rounds you sometimes want to put the race to bed as early as possible.
Yeah, and as we can see it there, it still looks really quite aggressive to me, which I think is quite a good way to row in these conditions.
Yeah, you want to establish yourself, and if you get in front, you can actually give the following crew or the crew behind you the dirty water. So, you know, a very...
yeah, and it's interesting to see there, the umpire just warned the Molesey crew because they're starting to come across. I think you're right, Mark, about the tactics. Try and get up early and then try and dominate. The umpire had to warn them back, and it's Henry Fieldman there, the back, the Cox. We can see his back with the M on it there. Henry Fieldman's pretty much the #2 cox in Great Britain. He's been coxing the Great Britain 8, but he won't be going to Rio, and he's chosen to take this Molesey boat here.
Yeah, and you know, as a seasoned cox, you know where you can push the limits a little bit on the race course. So, you know, very cleverly got out in front, just move across a little bit, give him some dirty water, and obviously the umpire told him to move back onto his station. Yeah, quite right too. I think the Molesey crew shouldn't really need to use any of those kind of tactics. We don't want to see that sort of thing. See them get ahead, let their rowing do the talking. You don't really need the coxers to try and be winning the races. You don't need to try and get off your station. It shouldn't be that important, and it's good to see now the Molesey crew, I think, have settled into their pace and are moving well. Yeah, swinging in that rhythm now, you know, nice and relaxed. They can look back at the crew from Fulham sitting behind them in their rhythm, doing their thing.
Yeah, they've been pleased with the way they've progressed, and I think it's a real thing to try and improve through the regatta. The head coach yesterday after the race thought they were much sharper and stronger off the start, and they're I think looking to just keep building through the regatta.
Well, that's the important thing when you're racing over like 5 days. You want to you don't want to do your best race on the opening heat. You want to kind of progress, work on things through the regatta, work in areas on the markers where you can actually move, and also improve technically as well. It's not just about, you know, kind of the race plan. It's about where you can move more efficiently as a crew.
Yeah, and I think that progression through the week is really important, as we see Molesey coming down. They're coming past the Remenham Club. Molesey, of course, is one of the members of the Remenham Club, so they'll get a shout. I don't think they'll need the biggest shout today, but that's obviously Molesey's such an established club. Up against the crew on the inside from the Fulham Reach, only established, like you say, for about 3 years to encourage state school rowing.
Yeah, it's another programme that started up in West London, similar to kind of the idea of London Youth Rowing, where we're trying to get kids from different backgrounds involved in the sport, and the more kind of kids we can get from that environment racing here, you know, the more the regatta will grow, and also our sport.
Yeah, and it's fantastic to see, I guess, more people getting involved in the sport of rowing. That particularly in the past, it's only come from a certain background, but you don't need people to come from a certain background. You need people to be tall, fit, strong, and most of all committed. And how's that all going with you, Mark, in London Youth Rowing?
Yeah, it's going really well. The programmes are developing really well. We had some great success with our kind of clubs racing at national schools. We had 2 crews racing at Henley earlier in the week in the Foley and the junior women's event, and You know, it's unfortunately we had another crew just miss out of qualifiers, but you know, things are really kind of improved with the charity and moving forward.
Well, it's so good to see get more kids involved, more people involved in rowing. As we see this Molesey crew now really looking pretty dominant as they come into the enclosures. I think this is sort of opening up Pride, a race that they wanted to have, that they can get their race done. They're now halfway through. Just if they think they're going to win the Thames Cup, it's a great event, the Thames Cup, because the 32 entries, you race Wednesday, Thursday. This is their Friday race. They'll get it done by just after 10 o'clock and be able to start to think about the race they've got tomorrow. Yeah,
and the important thing that this will be their third race, and it will be about recovery now. You know, they're going to be thinking as soon as they finish this race, you know, kind of the wind down, fueling, and making sure they rest, and they're ready to go for tomorrow's big semi-final.
Yeah, and I mean, when you see rowing done like this, it looks easy. But I think we all know you get nervous before the race, you've got the tension, and the power they put down in the first half, they're really blasting it out like that. They're going to be feeling it in their legs for sure.
Very much so, especially how committed they went off the blocks to make sure they broke clear. They'd already put in a lot of effort to do that, and you know, whether you get a chance to kind of ease down as you go in the course, you know, your lungs will still be on fire, and so your legs.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see they've actually managed the race really well. Got hold of it early, didn't they, in the first half, and then able to just kind of manage it through the second half. I think it's a very mature performance from what is a young Molesey crew, like you say. Junior world champions in there, past Henley winners in the Forley, and we see them now winning that heat in the Thames Cup. A good win for Molesey. It's only just going to be over a length, a small bit of clear water, but for me that's a pretty solid win for that Molesey crew. We see it confirmed there in the Thames Cup, a win for Molesey over Fulham Reach Boat Club.